Who are you?
Mispa?
My spot's not white.
Yes, I am. Weird joke, Rishi.
Hello and welcome to the Wayne Esports podcast. I'm your host Rishi, and today I'm not joined by Mispa. I'm joined by Alan Carbajo Jr., not to be confused with Senior. Alan, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Just chilling.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, because I don't think most people have seen Mispa, but they haven't seen you yet. So what do you do in the club?
I'm the vice president of competition. I'm running the tournament coming up. I've been recruiting for the League of Legends team. We've been working on that, and helping out moderating.
Yeah, and I hear that you're taking the MCAT soon, like September or something.
Let's not talk about that.
No,
I don't want to talk about medical stuff. No, it's but I'm having some fun, outside of all that.
Yeah, today is a very hot day, so it's not really fun at all. But today, for topics, we got a couple of juicy ones. We got the Super Smash Bros. Tournament, the summer edition that we're talking about, coming up. Then we got the infamous Godzilla review. Now, I'm going to just tell you this right now. If I went into full detail of the movie, we would have like a 5-hour podcast, and nobody wants that. So moving on, we have One Cool Thing, the classic segment that everybody loves. And then we're talking about The Weeknd. Not The Weeknd like the days, like the artist The Weeknd.
The artist.
Because we're both fans of him. And then talking about Minecraft, that game, Omega LOL.
Excuse me?
I just probably angered 20 people who are still playing the game. And then last thing to end off is the Q&A classic. So let's start off with the Super Smash Bros. Tournament. How's that going?
It's going very well. Right now, we just you and I just visited the room. We got some pictures. We're sending those out like tomorrow, but right now we have to figure out, because we have a prize set and everything. We have to get verification from our faculty advisor that we can actually do that. They're legal.
The whole pot situation.
The whole pot situation. We've been wanting to do that for a while.
And by pot, we don't mean like weed. We mean like money pot.
Yeah, no. But we raised a little bit of concern. We told.
Yeah, we don't want to be like, hey, we're gambling over here or something.
Yeah.
Because it's just give the winnings to people, because apparently they really want money as a reward to play Smash.
I mean, that's standard.
Enough.
That's standard.
Yeah. Oh, it is standard. Yeah.
So that's what we were planning on doing, but we do have backups. So that's pretty cool.
Like what? You send it through like a carrier pigeon or something? Be like, your money will get here soon. Wink, wink. No involving money. So what's the entry process looking like? How are you supposed to register?
So we have a website through SmashGG.
Okay.
It's on the Discord. You can go onto the Discord and find the link. It's also on campus. There's a bunch of flyers out, and I believe in State Hall, in Manukian. There should be at least a couple in the Student Center. But the link will be on there. You click on the link and just go right down to register. That's how you register.
And so what's the pricing like? Is it the same as last time?
It's about $10 to pre-register, $12 at the door.
Oh, cool. And we're having pizza this time, right?
Yes, that's
because
kind of
they're very essential.
Very essential.
Last time we had pizza, but like our faculty advisor Demisha really kind to buy us all pizza.
She's very kind to pay for it.
This time we're trying to do it ourselves.
Yeah,
we won't ask for money or whatever.
Wayne Esports will be paying for it.
Yeah.
So,
and it'll be good quality, not some random pizza chain that nobody's ever heard of. Like Little Caesars, am I right, boys?
Oh man.
And then, so for the stream, right? We're doing the same stream as last time, like how the setup is usually, and hopefully it goes well. Because
it's going to go well.
Yeah, it's going to go well.
I believe in you, Rishi.
That's what we always say. But last time we had like a whole meltdown with like setting up because something broke, and then we tried to fix it. It took like too long to fix it. But yeah,
there'll be more time to set up. So it'll be all right.
And now for a quick word from our sponsor. Welcome back with our fake sponsors, or non-existing, I should say.
Should have put like a sponsor there.
Oh, should have put a sponsor. Yeah. Well, didn't have that budget. Whoops. Sorry, kiddo. Maybe next episode. So let's talk about this Godzilla movie. Called Godzilla King of the Monsters.
It's gonna be the entire thing.
Just leave now because we're never gonna be done with this topic. But I think let's just like talk about the good things first, because I think that the fight scenes were actually pretty good. That the whole fight choreography with the monsters, Godzilla fighting like Mothra and like I forgot the guy's name. Who's his King Ghidorah?
King Ghidorah.
Yeah. Their fights was really cool. But the thing that pissed me off was that every time they have this fight, every like 5 seconds they keep cutting away to the humans.
Exactly.
I'm like, who the fuck cares about these humans?
I don't want to see the humans.
They're like always these reaction shots. Like who's the girl? I keep forgetting her.
No one knows.
Like she's like a famous actor like from Stranger Things, right? I forget her name, but. Millie Bobby Brown.
I mean, like what her name is in the movie, or what her actual.
Or her actress too, right? So Millie Bobby Brown's character, she's like I guess the main central character of the movie because she goes around and she's where all the monsters are, and then like they keep cutting over to her reaction shots or some soldier's reaction shot or like the father's reaction shot. I'm like, dog, I'm trying to see Godzilla fight people, okay?
Yeah.
Why don't you just show me that and stop cutting away? And then if they don't cut away to people's faces, like they cut away through like shots of the fight, but through like an aircraft or something.
Yeah.
Like what's wrong with you? It's all CGI. So why don't you just show me the fight?
Oh my goodness. Dumb. Yeah, no, especially because her character, this little girl, the little girl character, I really did not like at all. I didn't understand why she was there, and any of the scenes, especially for when I wanted to see the Godzilla fights. What was she doing? Why was she there? And it was just her running. I don't remember her name. I don't remember
honestly I don't
any of the characters' names. I remember that there was like 2 eco-terrorists whose stupid motives made absolutely no sense.
Yeah, like Tywin Lannister, the old guy.
Yeah.
He's plays Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones. He's a great actor. But it's like, I don't know what his name is. I don't know, like, their motives are so dumb. And the main character is like, well, the little girl's mom, the little girl's there because of her mom, because she works for Monarch. But the whole, like, who cares about humans in a Godzilla movie?
Exactly.
This movie's like, 2 hours or something long? Yeah. And it needs to be 30 minutes shorter. And cut out the human crap in the beginning. It takes too long for them to, like, go to Antarctica and then like actually start the Ghidorah when he wakes up, because that whole sequence is great when he wakes up and like just rips apart Antarctica and then like the planes go down and everything. Like the fight scenes are really well done. So I don't know who did the fight choreography, but that's really well done. But everything else, like the movie just falls apart.
Oh yeah, I think the biggest thing, you can have humans in a movie like this, but if they're actual garbage and no one, I mean, like if they don't have a coherent story or just like they don't make good decisions and no one's invested.
Is really bad.
Yeah. If I cared about the humans, there's the one, what was I don't remember the Japanese professor. That was the one person I cared about, and they killed him off.
Yeah, they killed him off at the end. They're like, goodbye,
I'm sorry, spoiler
friend.
alert. I'm so sorry, spoiler alert.
Yeah, they're like, goodbye, my friend. And then like he nukes, like, because they had to drop the nuke by himself.
Yeah.
So I guess they couldn't like transport it somehow. So he drops a nuke on Godzilla and gives him like special powers or whatever. And he's like, goodbye, my friend. And he says in Japanese, and then he dies. Like Ken Watanabe is the actor. He's great. He's like the only good human character in both Godzilla movies that the American one made. But if you want to really look at how humans really work in a Godzilla movie, like Shin Godzilla, I know you've seen it too.
Yeah,
it's really good where humans fight Godzilla and it's done so well. Like the characters are actually interesting, the story's well done, and you're not just like, I want to see Godzilla, because Godzilla doesn't even show up until like half of the movie, because he's like evolving into like, because he's the first like a mammal, or like not a mammal, like a water guy, and then he becomes like halfway, and then he becomes full Godzilla, and he like burns down the city, which is really cool.
I think he has like 4 forms in that movie. 4 or 5,
3 or something like that, and the way they freeze him is like really cool, and like that's how you do humans versus Godzilla. But both movies, in American ones, they forget to understand that nobody cares about humans in Godzilla movie, and if you do have humans, like at least make them compelling.
Exactly. This is just the worst thing, is to be through a movie, go through what was it, an hour and a half, 2 hour movie?
Yeah, it was way too long too.
And not care about it, or at least not care about, what was it, at least 75% of the movie.
They listened to the fans when they said we want more Godzilla, but then they didn't listen to the part where they said we want less humans. They gave you more Godzilla, but also unnecessary human plots. Yeah. About this whole family struggle. I'm like, dog, I don't care. This is not a family movie. I'm here for Godzilla.
That was one of the things too, is that the themes that they put in that movie. I believe one of them was about how humans are destroying the planet. And the only way to save it is to start over, is what I got from the movie.
Yeah, that's the eco-terrorist idea.
Eco-terrorist idea. And then another one was family is everything, or at least that's what I got from the movie. I don't know if anyone else got that anything different, but that is just the way they presented, at least.
It's just like shoved down your throat.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even feel like it was shoved down my throat. I felt like it was presented in the worst way possible. Because
it's so obvious.
Yeah. And,
like the whole like eco-terrorists, first of all, they're named eco-terrorists, like come on. And then they're like, yeah, humans are bad. We need to bring the monsters back alive so they rule us and we like obey them or whatever. I'm like, what? It's obvious. Like at least give it subtle.
The problem is presented, it's a legitimate problem that I feel like it's fine to see in a movie. But the solution that they offer is absolutely awful for the movie. Is to kill everyone. Yeah, and it turns people off from that kind of stuff.
Because it's so like, outlandish that never it's sensible enough to be like, yeah, I agree with this guy.
Someone can say, someone who watches these kinds of movies can be like, or someone who may be against, the I don't know, climate action.
Yeah,
might watch it and be like, look at these movies. Look what Hollywood's telling us. Destroy the earth.
Yeah.
Look at how dumb these.
Like basically, it's perfect for anti-climate change people to be like, look, this movie's dumb.
Yeah.
This is what all climate change people believe in.
Yeah.
But like, destroy the whole planet and redo. It's like, no, stop it.
Definitely something that did not help me enjoy the movie.
Yeah. So basically, we don't like this movie at all. It's like pretty bad. I think I gave it like a 5 or a 6 because I think I gave it a 6 because like the fight scenes were good enough to like keep you engaged. But if you watch it on like a Blu-ray and then you skip the scenes where the garbage human, I think it's a good enough movie for the action.
Yeah, I definitely would watch it for the action, and that's about it. If you're doing the negative scale on the negative, I use the negative scale a lot because if you're going down to a -10, it's gonna be amazing to watch just because it's so much fun, but terrible. Like The Room, I guess.
Oh, classic.
-10. But I would say like a -6 probably, and, just for the enjoyment. Yes, I mean, the plot's not there.
Yeah, what plot?
but you will enjoy the fights. You will 100% enjoy the fights.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Yes. It was so good in IMAX with, especially wonderful. Like the bass is just perfect, and Godzilla's roar just like roars and shakes the entire theater, and it's just amazing.
It's just because you really and the soundtrack. I know you're a soundtrack guy.
I hate the soundtrack.
I know you hate the soundtrack, but like they brought the one thing back. The one.
Okay, the only good track is the theme from the Japan version.
Yeah, that's the one that I loved.
Yeah, but he didn't even make the music for that though.
I know they took it from the Japan version.
Bear McCreary,
I love that.
He made the music for God of War, the PS4 remake.
Yeah.
So good. Like killer composer.
Yeah.
Then he makes this. I was like, Bear, what are you doing?
There's only it was the one song. That's the one song that you really just
I don't know. Like right? That's the only good one, but it's not even his, so I don't count that.
You got it though.
But like all the other tracks are so generic. There's like and they had tribal music for some reason. What's with the tribe music?
I don't know.
For Kong Skull Island, that makes sense because they're in an island with like native tribes. But Godzilla's like, okay, sure, you talk about his civilization, his home in like Atlantis-looking area, which is all underground. But like, what? Why the tribal music? It just makes no sense.
Yeah, it was really weird to see. They kept saying Godzilla's name over in the song.
Yeah, and did you hear the end credits song?
No, I don't remember that.
It's like turned into a rock concert, like rock music. It's so dumb. Because he partnered up with some other guy who made like the vocals. I don't know why you're having vocals in Godzilla movie anyway. Like it's just dumb. Like soundtrack just be soundtrack. But I think if we keep talking about Godzilla, we're gonna run out of time over here. So I think we should move on to one cool thing. So I think since I've been talking way too much, I'm gonna let you start the one cool thing.
Oh man, I don't even remember what I put.
You said a Minecraft challenge to the entire server.
Oh yes.
Now I don't know who you're threatening over here.
I challenge every single one of you to a build off. Okay. Wow. Every single one.
Did somebody say building in Fortnite?
No, in Minecraft. Not Fortnite. I can't.
But Fortnite is the superior building game, right, guys?
Resheet.
No. I just angered the entire fan base.
Yeah, no.
I'm about to die. Send help.
It's a challenge, and come at me, boys.
Oh God. What are you trying to build? Like towers?
No, like a city. City? Yeah, I can only build cities with empty. Like I don't do interior.
Oh, okay.
But
So you'd be a great architect then.
Yeah.
Big empty ass houses.
I build like huge cities.
Yeah, they're like,
But
yeah, you
that's-
guys do the rest of the work.
Yeah, I usually had people put like I would build the city like the outsides, and then I literally can't do interior
Well,
work.
did you used to watch one of those like Minecraft like building videos where it's just like a time lapse of like 3 people building an entire city
Yeah.
from scratch or something like that? Those were cool videos.
They were my favorite. I used to watch those all the time. Back in high school, I would do like those how to build clock towers, how to build
Oh, yeah.
skyscrapers, and I would watch like those for hours. I would marathon them, and then I would like so that's where I got all my ideas, and I would like put them together, And
Yeah, secretly building on.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm surprised. Honestly, you didn't play Fortnite because it's like a lot about that game is not even like shooting people. It's like building.
So I played Fortnite the second it came out.
And
And then
close
the
it.
month after Fortnite, I stopped. So
Wow.
I'm kind of a hipster. And then I stopped it because it got popular. So,
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
And also, I realized it was wasn't for me.
Yeah. So for my one cool thing is I was gonna talk about like I think surround sound, which is like what the hell is surround sound? But like I think surround because I'm really obsessed with like technical details and like really cool like minute details that nobody else cares about. I think like surround sound like even like the 5.1, which is like what most home theaters have, is really cool because like the whole sense of that you're in this world because things play around you. Like if something flies or like flies from the left side of the screen and it goes away, like you literally dodge it. Like I do this like how you're playing video games where you think that like turning your body while you're steering makes you like steer harder on the left side or right side, like how in Mario Kart whatever, like that. I think surround sound is just really cool. That it makes you in that world because I watched like Interstellar or whatever in surround sound recently, and it's just amazing of how like you feel like you're in the spaceship, right? Because it's like rattling everywhere and like the boosters going, and you really feel that you're in that world.
Yeah.
And Hans Zimmer's music just like surrounds your whole like area.
It changes the experience.
Yeah.
Like I got surround sound at one point in the basement, and it totally changed when you could hear like the details coming from behind you, and you're like, where is that gunshot coming from?
Yeah, exactly. Did you see Dunkirk?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't see Dunkirk. Well, the opening scene is really good for surround sound because they start shooting you from the back, and I saw this in IMAX, and it scared the ever living shit out of me because it starts really quiet, right? Like Hans Zimmer's music is like really spooky and really quiet, and then like the German soldiers are shooting you from behind, and then like pow, pow, I'm like, oh my, scared the shit out of me. And it's so loud in IMAX too, so it's like the rumbling and like it's so loud, it just terrifies you. So I just think that it's really fascinating.
I'll have to check it out in surround sound.
Yeah, or just like watch Dunkirk in general because it's really good.
Maybe I'll do it in surround sound first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you already have surround sound, why not just do it? Yeah. But speaking of music, I heard The Weeknd's a great guy.
No.
He's becoming he was already one of my favorites, but I just like been obsessed with listening to his like I listen to like the same 5 tracks over and over, like his really old stuff. Like Trilogy and like Beauty Behind the Madness.
You've been sending me some of the weekends like that. Post Malone on top of your other Spotify playlist. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Like I'm a super music guy.
Have you made something with the weekend for a playlist?
I should. I have best of like couple of artists, but I haven't done for the weekend yet. Yeah. It will just be like the entire album of Beauty Behind the Madness and like couple of songs from Trilogy.
But you gotta get like what's it called? Relevant artists onto the weekend playlist. So maybe you can compile all that. Just like you do with your synthwave.
I just like keep making playlists of playlists.
By the way, Rishi has a ton of playlists for anything you want. Like it is ridiculous how many playlists he has.
It's just like too many out of 10.
I go through whenever I need something. I'll go through and check Rishi's playlist because there is definitely one. I mean, for anything. So if you ever need music, go to Rishi.
Yeah, on my like Spotify account, like most of them are public, so like you can just look and just like there for everything, especially my OSTs playlist, which it has some like 500 something songs on there, and it's just like whatever mood you want, you just start playing it without shuffle, and then it plays like in order.
Oh yeah, it you can listen to these playlists for hours.
The OSTs playlist is 16 hours long.
It's ridiculous.
I could never finish it in one time, even on a flight. It took me like 3 flights for it to be like, oh, I'm done now.
Yeah, see some of these songs, especially I know your synthwave has are good for different moods. Because I played the synthwave on when I played No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Like that was good
It's
for.
perfect for
I don't
that.
know who the artists were for that.
Well,
But-
a bunch of artists, because what I did was I found a playlist called Synthwave from Space, and then and I was like, I like some of these songs, but I don't like all of them, so I don't want to like keep hitting shuffle and then like hit skip because I don't like these songs. So I made best of, like I always do, like
Yeah.
best of something. So I made best of Synthwave from Space. So I've listened to like half the playlist, and then I've added best of that. So I just listen to that every day in the car. It's like it's so like good for driving because you feel
Yeah.
like you're in space.
It
or
really,
whatever.
yeah.
Like it fits so well with like driving. It's
a
perfect.
It's a great playlist
Yeah.
for like especially No Man's Sky and Starbound. Starbound's really good with that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that game, but I know I saw No Man's Sky was on sale on Steam, and it's still $30. I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, it's not. Gonna
I'm
go
waiting
down
till it's
anytime soon.
15.
It's
I'm not even gonna buy any games because on my Steam library it's like 98 games, and I was like, I haven't even finished half of them, so one day I'll finish my backlog first and then buy new games.
yeah.
Which will be like 2020.
'Cause I
No,
know-
not 2020, 2100. That's what I meant.
Oh.
But yeah, if you want to check out The Weeknd, he's really good. Do you have any favorite songs from him?
Listen.
Maybe I just put you on the
There's-
spot. Then.
Yeah,
Oh,
no. That's too much for me.
Yeah, I don't have like an exact favorite, but I do have like
That's
top
entire-
5 sort of thing. Because Starboys is good, but it's like a pop album, not really like defines The Weeknd.
Yeah, the pop, because a lot of it's just what you hear is pop, and all I can really think
Yeah.
of is Starboys as like
Like, Starboys
something-
is pretty
'cause- but I
generic,
know I
like
like
pop.
it just
Yeah.
because it's repetitive.
Yeah, it's jammy.
It's something like I can
whatever.
just you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, it doesn't really make you like feel anything or think about something. There's like
Yeah.
Reminder and Secrets are like pretty good, but
Yeah.
it's not like Beauty Behind the Madness or
Mhm.
Trilogy where they're like unique songs that really
Mhm.
define what The Weeknd was.
Mhm.
And then he became like mainstream, I guess.
Mainstream.
So then he
Yeah.
made Starboy. It's like whatever. It's
It-
just like a pop album.
Yeah, it's more like I don't know, but he's making a new album, isn't he, right now?
Yeah, there was like
'Cause
My Dear Melancholy or something, but I didn't hear that.
'Cause I'm
And
kinda
my
looking
other friend
forward
said
to-
it's not that good.
I'm looking forward to that because right now I've been listening to a lot of his newer stuff, like his pop. Right, yeah, I know, and it's been
Like it's
kind
such
of
it feels like
annoying.
such a tragedy that this happened to his new music because his old
But-
music is so revolutionary and so amazing.
It happens with everyone. Oh.
That's true. I mean, Travis Scott too. Travis Scott was like, well, maybe he's one. He's
Travis
one.
Scott.
He's the one. No, actually, Post Malone has been making consistently good music so far. Like his first album,
But he doesn't
Stoney, was
put
good.
out-
Yeah.
Not nearly.
Well, I think that's what is good about him: quality versus quantity. Because these
Yeah.
artists over here like shitting out music every year.
I'm trying to
where
compare.
Post
Like,
is like
mhm.
takes a break. Because Beer Bongs and Bentleys was such a good
Yeah.
album. And Stay, oh my god, it's such a good track. With just guitar and him, it's
It-
perfect.
Yeah, because Post Malone put out, I think, it was just a one new album and then a single, right?
Well, he has Stoney, that's his album, and then Beer Bongs and Bentleys in 2017. I think
Yeah.
Stoney came out 2015, I think. But he
No.
hasn't, I don't think he has released an album yet. But I'm patiently
No, I
waiting
thought
for
it was an album. Last
Which
year
one?
was, or maybe it was a single. No, WoW is not an album. That's just a single.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of any of his new music.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I'm trying to compare like the two Weeknd and Post Malone with how much music they put out.
We can probably produce more, because he's been here for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, I mean like recently, just
Yeah.
you know how much did they lose their
Yeah,
How
Weeknd
much-
has like 20 tracks on Melancholy or something like that. I haven't listened to it,
no.
but it says not as good.
It's also how much they play it on the radio and how much Apple Music decides to push it in Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Like both of them always come up in my Spotify playlist. Like,
Or do you follow one
not
of those?
playlist.
I'll play like the
The
suggested.
suggestion.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, man, what's going on? That and like EDM artists, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, it's
EDM classic.
mostly EDM. But
Well, our DSLR is running out of time again, so we'll take a quick break. And we're back. So, we had this topic that's like, you know, we've been late for the podcast because we had like, you know, things to do, whatever, excuses.
Things to do, excuses.
So E3 came and went,
mm-hmm.
and I used to watch E3. Didn't care about it that much anymore because it's just like most of it, whatever they show in E3 is nothing like what the final game is, because it's either just cinematic trailers, which who cares, and then or it's like gameplay that looks completely different than when it comes out, and the graphics are like downgraded like Watch Dogs, classic example.
Classic.
But there was this one game that looked absolutely atrocious. It was the Avengers game by Square
New
Enix.
Avengers game.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about the fighting. Have you played the old Thor game, the old Iron Man games?
Oh yes.
From Xbox 360,
Yes.
PlayStation.
Yes.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
bad.
atrocious.
When they like showed the characters, I just like, what?
Who are these new people?
I looked at him and I was like, wait,
What are
this
they?
is the Avengers?
Yeah.
They look like budget knockoffs of like of the actual Avengers. I thought Scarlett Johansson was playing Black Widow for a second.
I did.
And then she started talking. I was like, wait,
This
no.
isn't Scarlett Johansson. No.
It's totally different.
See, I think I'm gonna give them a chance, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait, because I'm cautiously optimistic about their acting ability, but I'm not optimistic about the gameplay.
I don't even know who the voice actors are. I think Troy Baker might be one of them, but I swear, like I've heard the voice. I watched the trailer and I didn't recognize any of these voices.
Yeah.
And in the trailer they had like mostly cinematic, which like god damn it. But then they showed like some gameplay, with like Iron Man flying around, and it looked like the Iron Man from PS3,
right?
Where you're just flying around and it's like a rail shooter. You're just shooting people. I was like, no, please. Didn't impress me at all. I'm like suspicious that it's gonna be bad.
I'm very like, so the gameplay I have no faith, at this point I really don't have any faith in.
Yeah.
But the actors, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt right now.
Yeah, it's not like Square Enix is a bad company, because I've played Final Fantasy, like their games and other games before, but it's just like Square Enix. I mean, they're publishing the game, but they're more into like anime, whatever. They know they make Kingdom Hearts and stuff, but it's like, this is like looks very risky.
Yeah, it's very risky. Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah, because if you're excited about the game, just like be like, you guys suck. We're excited for Spider-Man. I mean, not Spider-Man, the Avengers or whatever. But a good superhero game was the Spider-Man for PS4.
That was
such a great game. Yeah. Insomniac just killing it.
Yeah. What do you think about? Did you see that they're remaking? I think Final Fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy VII. Remake.
They're remaking it.
Yeah. It's
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. The only Final Fantasy I've played was 13 and 13-2, which I have to beat 13-2.
Mm-hmm.
But Final Fantasy VII Remake, that thing is in eternity development. Like, I don't know what the hell's coming out. I think it's next year, but it looks insane.
I can't believe that I don't know how they can work off of just remaking games. Like, good for them. I don't know, but I don't think I would.
I mean, they're probably making Final Fantasy 16, probably. It's in development, probably. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, because if you look at the difference between 7 and 7 Remake, whoa. Like, it's like, I think, double generation, because I think 7 came out PS2?
Yeah.
PS2. So, PS4 Remake, I think, and then probably PS5 too. Maybe like a spec bump. You get better graphics or something.
That's going to be crazy.
But that game looks insane. The rendering quality is amazing.
Do you know if it's coming out on PC as well? Or is it just...
It might be, but the worst case scenario, it goes like PlayStation exclusive for a year maybe, and then PC. Like how they did with Rise of the Tomb Raider, like another Square Enix game. It came out on PS4, like exclusive for a year. And, actually the opposite. It came out on Xbox for a year, exclusive, and then PC on Steam, and then PS4. Yeah. And then, but Sony has like a couple of Square Enix exclusives. Like Kingdom Hearts used to be Sony exclusive. I'm not sure about Kingdom Hearts 3, but that game was like in development for like 20,000 years, and then it came out and kind of disappointed some people. But I was never an RPG guy or Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah, never really was.
There's
especially for
way too many
Hearts.
games for you to understand the story.
Yeah, because there's a lot of just, I don't know. It felt slow at some points when I played.
You played it?
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it. Back, it's a long time ago. The PS2 one, I played it, and I never finished the next one.
They remastered it for the PS3 and the PS4. So, and then the PS4 like came out with the Kingdom Hearts 3, and I think it was also an Xbox One, because I remember it getting an Xbox One X patch to make it like 4K or whatever. But
4K.
The voice acting for the Final Fantasy people in Kingdom Hearts is absolutely atrocious. Like, I hope they made a Japanese track, because if I would ever play this game, I'm not playing in English whatsoever. It's absolute
You're
ear
not gonna
cancer.
understand anything though.
But it's called subtitles.
You're gonna be looking down instead of looking up.
How do you think people watch anime? Like what? The whole point of I refuse to watch dub anime, and if I start talking about dub anime, this podcast will be 5 hours long too. So, but dub anime cancer.
Podcast.
Yeah, we're anime now. Change the title. Wayne Esports, more like Wayne Anime Club. Am I right? But I think let's end off with a quick Q&A with like we had these questions lying around from last time, or like not last time, but like last month.
I think it's been about a month.
Yeah, a month break roughly. It's almost like perfect month break. But Carson, our webmaster, you'll probably see him soon. If we make a funny intro, I had an idea of it, but that's going to take a while. But Carson says that, what are your thoughts on the Epic Games controversy? Do you think they can recover? Do you know anything about Epic Games and what they're doing?
Yeah, they had this. Didn't they pull out a bunch of games for their sale or something?
Yeah, and like basically they're just hoarding exclusives, like things that are supposed to come on Steam and everywhere. Like Epic pays the developers or publishers money. It's probably publishers. They pay the publishers money and saying we want it on our store exclusively. So they just basically yoinked it from Steam, and then everybody gets angry at Epic because exclusivity was not a thing on PC, because PC was supposed to be the freedom land where you could do whatever you want, right? Mm-hmm. Only exclusives like consoles, right? Sony exclusives, yada yada yada. But PC was a freedom where you could get games anywhere you want. And then Epic comes in over here and just trying to hoard exclusives. It's just dumb.
Yeah. Like I didn't want to get Borderlands for that.
Yeah, all the games
launcher.
that were like coming to Steam 2 months later, bought by Epic, they just like yoinked the publishing rights, and then Steam gets none. And Tim Sweeney comes up with these dumbass excuses about like, we're doing this benefit for gamers and Valve is the problem here. Yeah, it's like, okay, buddy. Because like they think that Valve's 70-30 split is too high or something, which is like not that bad compared to what service Valve provides. Like you get Steam servers, you get Steam everything. Like the whole freaking platform of Steam has been established for such a long time. And Epic doesn't even have a freaking shopping cart. What a joke.
There's no shopping cart? How do you
There's
get
no
the
wish
game?
list either. You have to buy each game manually. There was this one time where in the Epic Games sale, some guy tried to buy like 5 games. Epic banned him from buying games for 24 hours because he was buying too many games. Because there's no shopping cart, so he had to buy them individually. Oh my God. And on the 4th one, they're like, sorry, your account has been suspended because it's been buying too many games. It's the dumbest thing possible. Like, who comes up with this thing?
They need to not do that. I don't know.
Like if you look at their roadmap,
I'm not going to use Epic. I'm just going to stay with Steam.
Actually, I do have Epic, but I did have Epic for Fortnite because I used to play that like a couple of times. But I don't play that anymore. But they have free games every week. I don't know how they keep getting these free games. They probably just paid, like they just lose money by giving free games, right? So that's how I got Rhyme and like other couple of games like Enter the Gungeon, and then I got Overcooked today. So that's like a good game I heard. And Rhyme was like a good game too. But Epic is just what are you doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Fellow president Miswa was like sitting behind. Asks, can Call of Duty be saved? Have you played any Call of Duty? Are you a huge COD fan?
I played Call of Duty when I was a freshman in high school and in middle school.
Which one was that? What game was that?
Black Ops
2?
1.
1? Okay.
And that's about it.
You didn't play the classic that everybody loves, Modern Warfare 2?
No, I had...
Or 3?
No, we had Nuketown, and that was
Nuketown.
it.
So what'd you like about Call of Duty?
Nothing, actually.
Nothing?
I absolutely hated the game. I played it a ton.
Wait. This makes no sense. How did you play a ton but hate it?
It does make sense because I had friends who played it.
Oh,
so
okay.
we all played a ton, and they liked it, but I absolutely hated it.
But you still played anyway?
Yeah. I mean, they knew I hated it, but like, you know.
That's what I call peer pressure?
No, it's the thing is like, with most games online too, it's like, if you have friends playing a game, you'll play it because it's not really about the game. It's about
it's about being with friends.
Yeah.
But like, I could do that, but at a certain point, I'm just like, I don't like playing this game.
Yeah.
I was never a COD guy at all. Like, I don't own a single Call of Duty, so I can't say. I mean, it's not. The question says that can it be saved? I think it's still doing fine because there's like fanboys who buy it every year, even though you do make like no changes. I know their sales are dropping, right? And then Modern Warfare looks cool. Like I don't know, they don't call it remaster, they just call it Modern Warfare. So I guess they're just rebranding the entire franchise.
I can't imagine what else they're gonna add to it. Like they already added a Fortnite
Oh yeah,
battle royale
Oh,
to
God.
it or something.
But what I'm impressed about Modern Warfare is that the graphics look actually comparable with Battlefield. Because what I noticed, because I always like Battlefield more because COD just looked like shit compared to Battlefield. But COD's staple was at 60 frames per second, even on PS3 and Xbox 360. Meanwhile, Battlefield was 30. I don't know what's with EA and like making console like FPS 30, but COD stick to its guns of making it 60 frames per second, which was like really good for oh yeah, pun intended, stick to his guns. Haha. Quality jokes only on Wayne Esports podcast. But yeah, like Battlefield always was like look better like as visually because they're always like pushing graphics engine and Frostbite was just killer engine with DICE, just beautiful engine. So this new Modern Warfare looks really good. Looks really good. But I don't know about gameplay. I don't care about COD, so I would never play it.
Yeah.
But did you see the trailer for it?
No.
Yeah, it looks like a good trailer.
I might watch it, but I really not planning on buying it. So
and the gameplay or the game trailer was rendered all in game, so it's not like fake cutscene or like a PC running it in real time in like a pre-render or whatever. It's all in real time, so it looks like how it looks, and it was running at 60 frames, so that's pretty good.
Impressive. Good for them.
Yeah,
good for
but
them.
Activision just a terrible company, and like Blizzard just has been ruined by Activision.
Activision made the Spider-Man 2 pizza game on Nintendo DS.
Okay,
So-
listen. Maybe once in 5 years they make a good game, but Activision just like a money milking cow. Like you know that meme or like that thing where
Yeah,
like,
I've
this
seen it.
farmer
I've seen
was like
it.
milking a dead cow. Basically, that's what Activision's doing to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like nobody likes making Call of Duty anymore. Like even the developers hate it. They're like, can we stop?
Yeah.
It's like every year after year after year. It's just like chill out with Call of Duty, dog.
Yeah.
Like if you take a 3-year break from Call of Duty and come back, I think people will like it more.
Yeah,
But repetitive every year is just too boring.
I feel that.
And so our last question comes from Dublum. Dublum.
I love
And he
them.
says, what trends in the gaming industry do you want to be over already? Ooh, I got one. Which do you want more of?
Oppression of gamers, of course.
Do you want more of that?
I want that to be over.
Ah, yes, true. True. Gamers were the most oppressed group. But in seriousness, I think this whole battle royale garbage needs to stop. Because every game doesn't need a battle royale. Like, they added Fallout 76, they added a battle royale. Who cares? Like, first of all, Fallout 76 is already a bad game. And then at E3 this year, Bethesda comes in proudly saying they added a battle royale. And I'm like, wow, that's your saving grace for your game to add in a battle royale. They're like, oh, our game's failing. Let's just add a battle royale.
I don't like battle royales because I always lose. So
It's not even that. I think games that are meant for that genre is fine, right? Like Apex Legends, Fortnite, PUBG,
yeah,
Ring of Elysium. You got other bunch of games. Yeah, they're all like made for battle royale. Like that's what their genre is. Cool.
Yeah.
Stick to that. But there's these games that bring in hybrid battle royale modes. Like COD Blackout apparently is good. But Battlefield came up with Firestorm, which has like no player base whatsoever. So it's like, come on, just stop. Don't try to put battle royale in everything because that's just boring.
Yeah.
But I think which you want to see more of. I think just single player content. I think single player games are great, and obviously they're not slowing down. Like Sony just turns out great ones every year, and then. But I also think that multiplayer games, they need to stop with this whole games over service thing and have this like 10,000 year like roadmap where like here's the base shit game, but after 2 years it'll be actually good now. Like why not just make the game how it is normally? And then like they charge you like $60 for the game, and then you have year passes every year. Like just stop. Just make a complete game.
That's probably the thing that I want done or to stop the most is a game coming out with a roadmap. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I just want a game that I can sit down and play, and be,
It's like they're releasing it in early access, but they don't call it that. They call it a roadmap instead.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like sleazy, and it's just annoying to
There's
deal
these games like Risk of Rain 2. They have a roadmap, but they're saying it's early access. Like, we're developing the game with the community's help, and it's doing great. It's so much fun to play. And they released their new expansion, Scorched Acres. It was so much fun to play. I still didn't unlock the new guy, but it's a really fun game to play, and that's how you're supposed to do it. Get community feedback or whatever. But these multiplayer games that say roadmap, they don't listen to the community. They just do whatever they want and then charge you extra money on their roadmap when they should just put it in the game when it comes out.
Yeah, no, it's probably the worst because you're paying extra for an unfinished product. Or at least in my opinion, You know,
It is-
that's,
yeah,
that's
it
what
is
killed
unfinished.
Destiny, I think.
Oh yeah, classic
You know.
Destiny. Charge you for expansions that should have been in the game,
Yeah.
and then like their actual big expansions are worthy, but like $40 for that
Mhm.
expansion is like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, and as people who play, I think we also, you know, at least I think it too, the developers who are rushing the producers who are rushing the developers, you know, is probably, you know, awful. I mean, that's what Anthem suffered
yeah,
from
travesty,
too.
yeah.
They made everyone rush it out in like what, 8 months.
Yeah.
You know, that's awful
like,
working
nothing
conditions.
happened.
You know, and their jobs on the line, their reputation's on the line for something
Yeah,
that's
and
been
then the
hyped up.
game came out, and it was just bare bones.
Yeah.
It was worse than Destiny 1.
Yeah,
And then how do you make it worse than Destiny 1?
We're mad at the devs when really we should
Yeah,
be
we
mad,
should be mad
at
at
it.
EA. But there were reports that DICE and EA both had this, like, it was joined. It wasn't just EA's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, EA is like terrible company. It's almost like Activision level, but I think they're slightly better.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, I just don't like these like games as a service and whole thing. I think just make finished games.
Exactly. I
Why don't
agree.
you just be like Nintendo?
Yeah.
Just make games, finished games. Like when Super Mario Odyssey came out, people were like, "Where's the DLC?" If people are asking for DLC, that means that you made a great game.
Yeah.
And if people are like, "Why is there DLC?" They're like, "So you didn't finish the game yet."
I agree.
Like they announced the fucking DLC before the game even comes out. I was like, they're like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, buy the season pass for the gold edition, and you get $120. Pay 2 games for the price of 2 games. You get 1 game. No, that's just like any company now. Like they have these editions.
Yeah,
There's a standard edition. There's a deluxe edition, which is like useless, and then there's the gold edition.
Assassin's Creed is notorious for
Yes,
that. Though. Like,
Ubisoft just went to absolute trash.
oh man.
Like, but I think that was enough content for this entire 5 years. Okay, but I don't even know how long this is. It's probably really long. But so we made it to the 3rd episode. But and there was like a month break, whatever. I felt like there was nothing really much to talk about. But then, like to switch up with the guests, I think that was a great idea to like bring you on because there's like a different perspective because there's Misfa and there's you, and then I don't know, we might get somebody else too as like a guest. But if you want to know, we're going to have a free battle royale for who's going to be the next guest. So let us know. We can add you into battle royale.
Sounds
And
good.
it'd be a PUBG 1v1 or not 1v1 battle royale. And like whoever's winning, we put them on the podcast.
Yeah.
There you go. Or Fortnite, whichever one you like better. But if you have any feedback or comments, whatever, leave them in the description or join our Discord server. All the links will be in the description down below. And if you want to do anything, talk with us, me, Alan, Mispa, whatever. Just like we're on Discord server all the time, so let us know. And we'll catch you later.